Hello and welcome to another episode of Today I Learned in R. I'm Andrew Gard of Equitable Equations. I'm here with Greg Martin of R Programming 101. And today we have a very special guest, JD Ryan, data scientist at the Washington State Department of Agriculture and well-known member, I'd say, of the R community. How you doing, JD?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on.
What are you going to teach us about today?
Today, I'm going to show you RStudio's code snippets. So if you've ever had a snippet of code that you're typing over and over and over again, you want to save yourself some time, it's like a little template where you can just type in a short code and then hit tab, shift tab, and it'll enter that whole little skeleton that you can then fill in, like attaching packages with library, sourcing R scripts, any Quarto divs. I'll show you some
Okay,
some
I'm
speed
excited about
tips.
this, JD, because I'm genuinely here to learn. Okay, so anybody watching this on my channel, you and I are learning together today because I've never used snippets. So this is brand new to me. I'm your test audience. Boom shakalaka.
Yay!
Should we jump right in with it? You want to go ahead and share a screen or whatever you'd like to do?
Yes, absolutely. So we're in the RStudio IDE, and I'm going to just show you what a snippet looks like first, and then I'll go into how you can actually configure them. So say you want to load the tidyverse, and instead of typing out library tidyverse, you can actually do lib as the shortcut, and then if you pause for a second, this snippet will show up for their autocomplete feature, so then you can hit tab, and then it will move your cursor so that you can actually replace that package with whatever package you want to load. And
Nice.
then if you don't want to wait for that autocomplete to show up, you can hit Shift Tab, and then it should automatically load the
Nice.
skeleton. So that's one example, library. Another one that I use really frequently is source. So src. And then it will, um, again, highlight where you're supposed to replace that sort of template or placeholder. And then you could put, R01
Hmm.
load data dot R. So it's really cool. So to find where all of these snippets are, you'll go to Tools and then Edit Code Snippets. And the snippets vary based on what file type you have. So with R, we can see like we have the lib, you have required source, and it has this special syntax. So it uses a tab instead of spaces, so the formatting can be a little bit finicky.
Hmm.
But it has like a lot of these pre-built in, so you can sort of use these as a template to make more snippets.
Oh,
But
so you
this,
didn't build those. Those came pre-installed.
mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, so these are
Oh.
pre-installed, and these are like the really common ones that I think the RStudio developers knew that a lot of people would have a better quality of life uh, by typing in lib instead of the entire library
Yeah.
parentheses and then their package. So the syntax is like this dollar sign curly brace one is what tells the IDE where to place your cursor so that you can autocomplete and replace that placeholder. So some of the other ones that I've added, also taking a step back, some other really helpful ones are like if else commands.
Yeah.
Mm. Nice.
Especially, if you um don't want to remember where all the curly braces are and all that. So if you just do
Yeah.
if, shift tab, then you can do
Brilliant.
data e let's say like length
Yeah.
rows greater than
Ah.
one, and then you can, fill in your whatever you want to run if this condition is true.
Hmm.
Nice.
So, and then you can do else if. Yeah, so it's really, really handy to not have to remember, all the curly braces and the
Mm-hmm.
parentheses and all of that.
Brilliant.
Um, Another one that I really like is, so this is one that I custom built. Is I like to have a standardized header for my R scripts. So I will type in header and then do shift tab, and then it pre-builds this like placeholder. So it it calculates, the number of equal signs or dashes or whatever you would prefer. So that way the outline works really
Hmm.
nicely. So I love the outline feature where you can, navigate easily through your script. But then I also have these placeholders where I can put my script name, like load data.r and the purpose, like you can fill these out. And the other really cool feature of the R snippets is that you can actually run R code. So this date got automatically
Yeah.
added.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
Can
to
we see
do
the
that,
snippet that's doing that?
yeah, so I'll go to Tools, Edit Code Snippets again, and then I'll scroll down to and you can get a little taste of all these snippets. Some of these are I've put in, some of them are built in. So
Yeah.
this is my header script. And so it's similar to our Markdown or
Yeah.
Quarto, where you
Nice.
do the backtick R and then whatever uh, code you actually want
Mm.
run.
Oh, that's
Brilliant.
so nice.
And you can add, your packages that you're constantly adding to every script,
Yeah.
which I think is really handy. Yeah, so that's just a taste of the R script snippets.
I
Amazing. Absolutely love it. I've never used this. This is a complete revelation to me.
That's amazing. I love showing like shortcuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It looks
You
like
know,
magic.
one use case that immediately comes to mind, it's probably already built in. I almost never write for loops. And on the rare occasion that I do, I always forget like the specific
Yeah,
syntax and have
Mhm.
yeah.
to, Google something. Yeah, there it
There you
is.
go.
There it is exactly. I never can remember if it's an in or you just type the vector with an equal sign or what. So there's probably a million others like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I
Ah,
have like a supply too. I don't remember. Yeah, you'd have to browse through and see all the other various ones, but
Yeah.
then you also can do a Google search too. Like
Sure.
this header template, I borrowed from let's see, I was looking this up beforehand. This is my little data management plan for work that I have sort
Oh,
of
wow.
to help guide other folks on my team for code best practices.
Yes.
So where was I was gonna see where that was because I want to give credit where credit is
Yeah.
due. Dr. Timothy Farewell's blog post. Although
Okay.
I tried to go to this link and it looks like his website is down.
Okay.
okay, okay.
But
Well,
this is me at least attempting to give credit
Give
where credit
credit.
is due.
Yeah, nice. Very good. Very,
hey,
very good.
Dr. Timothy, if you're out there, we want to see your blog, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We love you, man. Get your blog up.
Granted, that was from 2018, so who
Yeah.
knows?
So, can you mentioned Quarto a little bit ago? Can we use snippets when we're writing a Quarto document as well?
Absolutely. So, um, this is an example of using the different file types. So, if you want to use a snippet for Quarto or our Markdown
Yeah,
or just an MD file, you would add it to this Markdown
I
section.
see.
And so
Mhm.
some that I use
Fence.
frequently are panels and columns. So
Yes.
columns are the death of me
Yes.
Mhm.
because of the
Oh,
divs. So instead of having to remember and pull up the Cordo website and get all the syntax
yeah.
correctly, you can just do column, shift, tab, and
Oh,
voila.
Wow.
And then you can start doing bullet one,
yeah.
bullet two. And then when you're ready to go to the right column, I hit tab and then it automatically put my
Oh,
cursor to
Mm.
replace the second column
Oh,
placeholder.
wow.
Isn't
that's
And
that
so
amazing?
helpful.
you
Oh.
created this snippet?
Yes.
Love
Yes.
it. Absolutely love it.
That is one I will recreate or find because columns are another one where I always forget how to do them, and
hmm
I
Yeah,
always end up looking through my other documents to find a
yeah,
place where I did it or Googling it.
hmm
This
yeah,
is lovely.
yeah, yeah. Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, if it's helpful. I've never used like GitHub gists before, but I've seen those for like sharing little code bits. So I can try to make a gist of some common code snippets to share with you, and then you can link it.
Oh, that would be awesome. I
Amazing.
think
Yeah.
everybody would appreciate that.
Yeah. Yeah, so this was fun to figure out. Again, though, the formatting of these is a little bit finicky.
Hmm.
So just making sure to remember like that these are tabs instead of
Yeah,
spaces, otherwise it won't work. But yeah, these snippets, I mean, I don't use a lot of these other ones, but I'm
sure.
sure there's folks that will find these
Ah,
useful, but
absolutely.
there's tons and tons of built-in ones.
Yeah. And as you say, there's probably communities out there. You can Google it, and there'll be people with snippets that you can just cut and paste, and there you go.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
and another immediate use case for me is, one thing I liked about R Markdown better than Quarto, and I have fully switched to Quarto at this point, but the R Markdown sort of template document came with a setup chunk already set up
Mm-hmm.
for you,
Mhm.
and the Quarto template doesn't. It's not a
Mm-hmm.
big thing, but that's just calling for a snippet.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
one that's just, I think R, yes, and then it
Oh,
does label and options.
okay.
And so I prefer the like Cordo like this format.
Yep.
Yes, me too.
Same here.
So you could configure the snippet so that it does this format
That's
instead.
exactly what I'll do.
So
Brilliant.
yeah.
That's great. My next question, JD, is I know you mentioned that one website where you found the one particular thing, but how did you end up finding out about snippets to begin with?
Ooh, that's a
Yeah,
good
good
Do you
question.
question.
remember?
Great question.
Uh,
Because I feel like this
I
one's, sorry.
I can't remember actually. It's
Yeah.
been a very long time. So I probably was from the community.
Okay.
It might have been like, you know, the my favorite part of workshops and any R talk is
Yes.
just when somebody is teaching like a package
Yeah.
or like a very focused topic, but then they do like a little short code and then somebody in the chat was like, "Whoa, I didn't know you could do
What was
that."
that? You
Yeah.
could do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm sure like me learning about snippets was something like that, where
That
it wasn't,
yeah,
totally makes
like a
sense.
focused, like, here's a talk on snippets, but it was instead somebody just doing it. And I was like, whoa, how did you do that?
yeah. You know, the funny
Yeah.
thing
Magic.
is, JD, we'll often be doing these. Today I learned in R, and Andrew will be teaching about like something, and in the build up to him getting into his actual lesson, he'll do a little something something, and I'll be like, "Dude, didn't know that." You know what I mean? Like mental take note.
Ah,
And you'll end
yep.
up learning little tips and tricks from just from the way people code, the way they
Hmm.
use RStudio, the way they kind of get to where they're going. Um, Especially if you're someone like me who's just sort of very, very self-learned R in the background in some sort of darkened room trying to do stuff by myself, probably picked up
Yep.
loads and loads of bad habits. And then you bump into like people like yourselves who are the real deal. You're like, ah, okay, there's a actual right way of doing this.
You say that I'm the real deal, but I also was the one who learned in a dark room by myself. I mean, by myself, meaning I'm on Google and looking up community videos and blog posts.
Yeah, I'll tell you a little anecdote. A lot of us used to use and probably still do use like Stack Overflow where you can pop in a question.
Hmm.
And I don't know if they still do this, but back in the day, if you asked the question in the wrong format, you'd get kicked off for a week. We went in the sin bin and because
Yeah.
there's a very specific way they wanted the question asked with sort of reproducible data and blah blah. And I kept getting it wrong, and I was in the mid, I was a real beginner, and I was really trying to figure something out. Got kicked out, and so a week later, I got back in, reformulated the question, thinking I got it right. Same day, bam, out for another week.
Huh.
It's like, oh man, and it was at a time when I didn't know anybody else that knew R, so I was like on my own, trying to figure it out. So those were the early days of trying to figure things. I mean, nowadays there's a gazillion ways you can get help.
Hmm.
Well, one thing I do really appreciate about the R community in particular is that there's less of that. I mean, you will still run into it, and Stack Overflow, of course, is sort of like the hotbed for what you're just describing. But the R community in general, I think, has much more of a learning mindset than I've
Agreed.
encountered in
Hmm.
Yeah.
other environments, and I appreciate that a lot.
Yeah, 100%. Well, that was super duper useful, JD.
Yay, I'm
Um,
so glad.
would you tell us a little bit about yourselves and yourself? And you're welcome to make mention of cats because we happen to know that you've got an interest in cats. So weave that in to your
Yeah, of
description
course.
of you and R and cats.
The important stuff we all want to know
Yes,
about the cats.
yes.
Okay, well, because you want to see the cats, let me just share my desktop wallpaper so that you can see them. This is Sky, Kai, and
Yes,
Mai, and these are my three rescue snowshoe cats.
Hmm.
And you can see them as grown-ups here too.
it's
Um,
amazing.
yeah, so I let me also just pull up my website really quick
Oh yeah,
because I
good.
have made my whole identity around R and cats. So I
Nice.
have my little cat logo, and I have stickers of these. So I will be at PositConf this year in Houston. So if
Excellent.
you also will be at PositConf, feel free to find me and get some stickers with this cute little cat on it. But
That
yeah,
looks great.
my tagline is cat obsessed environmental data scientist. So
Love
I've
it.
fully embraced the crazy cat lady
Love it. And just so
identity.
that people know, we'll put a link to that website in the description below in this video on both of our channels. So you can click on that, go and check it out. It looks really interesting. And in a separate conversation, I'd love to talk to you more about the environment and data because in a part of my professional life, am now digging into environment and health and
Oh yeah,
analysis and data. So it's increasingly becoming part of my day job. So I'm
amazing.
actually glad to have run into you for that reason.
Of course. Yeah, happy to chat anytime.
The last thing I want to say on this is just I think your website, which everybody should check out, jdryan.com, looks really fabulous. And in particular, when I was building my Quarto website, equitableequations.com, a year and a half ago, this is one of the places where I sort of code dove to sort of learn what I was doing. Quarto websites are pretty easy at a basic level, but to make them look good can be a little bit fiddly. And I think you have
Hmm.
a good sense of n not just the R code, of course, but the design principles and how to put them in action. So that's where I really needed the help.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I use Sylvia Canelon. I
Yep.
think I might be saying her name wrong, but and I love her term that she has on her website repo. She says happy repo diving.
Yeah. And that's absolutely another one I dove into.
Yep.
Yes.
Very good.
There's a website somewhere, and I don't remember who, but they have a list of sort of like model advanced Quarto, like advanced websites with Quarto, mid-tier, and basic. And I that one was definitely on there, as was yours at some level or another.
Hmm.
Yeah, so there's a reason we've all seen these. I think they're in the pop culture at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
Well,
that was fantastic. Just a quick note to people watching this on my YouTube channel, go and check out Andrew's channel, Equitable Equations. There'll be a link in the description below. One of my favorite YouTube channels for R and statistics. Always learn stuff from Andrew. He's one of my R heroes.
and while we're at it, if you have not already subscribed to our Programming 101, Greg's channel, make sure you get over there and hit that subscribe button right away.
Okay, and keep a lookout. We're going to have our book out before you know it, sometime this year, hopefully. So that'll be a lot of fun. We'll tell you more about that on both of our channels.
Great. Well, thanks again, JD. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Thank you
thanks
so
for
much for
connecting
having
in,
me.
and great to see you again, Andrew. Great to see
You
you,
as
JD.
well. Take care, everybody.
Take care, everybody. Boom shakalaka. Don't ever change. Don't do drugs. Always do your best. Rock on.